are watching Sportalk with GTZ, General Tata Zonke. Sportalk, the General's view. GTZ, General Tata Zonke.
A very good morning, Asigbingelele. We are coming live and direct at Spa Courtside, episode number 27. The reason why we are here, it is because Bafana is playing early in the morning at 3 a.m. up against South Korea. So we are here at Spa Courtside, and thank you for inviting us to Sportalk with GTZ. As you know, njengenjwayelo emihleni nasemihleni ngihlala ngihamba nema-analyst ami later on ngiyobe ngo-introducer ukuthi bobani lama-analyst ami. So uyabona mothuthi shange special, a great Spa Snake Associated, 29 rand 99. Spa Honey 1 kg 199 rand 99. Anyawabita lama price. And then Oma Raski biscuit only ilhoyel. So ladies and gentlemen, Bafana is playing. So receive my prediction. Ebandfu ukuthi bayovuka yini ngalo 3 a.m. dlala ne South Korea. They only need a win, a draw. They are out. They only need impumelelo. Ladies and gentlemen, walk with me. I've got Penny Sandile Mdawo, my analyst.
I'm Coach GTZ. How are you? And good evening to the viewers in Makai. We are in for a great show, build up to the game against South Korea, Bafana. A lot is at stake for that game for us as a country.
As a country, South Africa is waiting. They won't sleep. I'm being told, kuna ma prize somewhere, kuma fan park, lababukela kona. So stay tuned on Sportalk. Mshika the man, the king himself. Ukraine put.
Good evening to our viewers and everyone, especially the courtside management that has made it possible for us to come and do the shoot here.
Nice one. Shout out to Spa. We really appreciate the love and direct that you are giving us. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to have a superb show. Sibuka FIFA World Cup yango 2026 Mexico, USA na Canada. Emave kula ma host nation lang 3. USA ingenile kula 32. Canada not sure isabuke ukuthi tongena yini bese kuba nelevel lase Mexico leli kule group yabafana. So lokunile sobe sikubuka nje, sobe sibuka lamanye amaqembu ngeke sawabuka onke, siyaqaphuna nje lapha nalapha sibuke ukuthi ngabe ama analyst ami nawo Beni Sandile Mdawe na coach Mshika, they will assist me njengenjwayelo ngihlale ngihamba nabo ngiyibona banelwati lelijulile. So asitale machana imbutfo sibuke level lase Mexico. Libe ma host nation played against South Africa, bayishaya Bafana 2-0, babuya badlala ne South Korea, bayishaya South Korea 1-0, bathola ithikithi lengena ku last 32, playing at home. Player number 12, one will say vele mangabe you are a host nation, you are bound ukuthi undlule to stage lesilandzelako.
Yeah, that's what it says. But remember, 2010 we were hosting, but we were unfortunate not to qualify to the next round. So yes, the 12 men, it's a contributing factor and it boosts the team. But I think credit must go to the coach of Mexico and the entire squad, because they play with belief, they play with hunger to show that they do not disappoint their home fans. They are very stubborn on and off the ball. I've seen when they were playing against South Korea.
Yes.
Without the ball, they were very, very aggressive. They were very stubborn. You could see that the entire team goes crazy when they lose the ball. So it shows that as a country, they want to make sure that they leave everything in the field. If it means they must sweat blood, so be it. On a technical point of view, I don't think they are one of the best teams. But in terms of work rate and attitude and the winning mentality, I think that's what is working for them so far. And also the advantage of the altitude, it counts on their favor.
Another host nation Mshika, USA, they've qualified. Ngishilo ngathi kusele liqembu lase Canada. Sikhulume ngegcwala kuma stadium. Does it really helps kulama host nation?
Yeah, good evening GTZ and the viewers at home. Look, the issue of attendance does play a role, but it's very much critical and important to wind back the historical fact or precedent in football.
Yes.
The country, in my little memory, that went on to win the World Cup, it was in 1998, the host. They beat the very Bafana. and they went on to win the tournament. I'm not saying anything, but it cannot be a coincidence that today we saw Mexico, the host, beating Bafana.
Can they
going on and beat South Korea, which eventually or subsequently put them into the qualifying group. So I'm seeing them as favorites, let alone being the champions of the World Cup.
What are you saying? Don't run away. Ungangena ehlathini. Phuma ehlathini utshele viewers Sportalk with GTZ uthi wena iMexico ngoba seyihlule iBafana ingakwenda lokwenziwa iFrance ngo98 usho njalo.
I'm saying there is a chance that history repeats itself, and it's not by fluke. Mexico looks prepared. They are not a fashionable team, but they've got what it takes to become champions.
Okay, now walamave lesavele abhuke ithikithi lengena ku last 32. Kune Mexico, kune United States, kune Germany, kune France, kune Norway, kune Argentina, kune Colombia. La ngekho noma lengisho ukuthi lasavele aphumile. Kune Haiti, kune Turkey, kune Tunisia, kune Jordan, kune Panama. Ake sibuke iArgentina, 2 games, 6 points. The god of football, Lionel Messi, 5 goals, Argentina.
Top player. You're gonna love to hate him. You're gonna hate to love him. He's a phenomenal footballer, and I think he always proves himself on the biggest stage of the game. So if you talk of FIFA World Cup, that's the highest ranking in terms of football tournament.
Yes.
And he shows up. He always shows up and makes sure that he carries Argentina. So I'm not surprised to see Lionel Messi performing in the manner that he is performing, scoring the goal that he is scoring. Now he's the all-time goal scorer in FIFA World Cup with 18 goals. He surpassed Klose from Germany.
Yes.
So in my view, when I look at how Argentina is playing, and also trying to analyze the other countries that are playing that are top, Argentina for me they are amongst the favorite to go all the way to the top 4, probably semi-final, probably finals. Do they have what it takes to defend the tournament? I don't really think so. But I think they're amongst the strongest team that can go all the way to the semi-finals or even be best number 3 or best number 2.
Coach Makati Mshika uthi uyadoubt ukuthi iArgentina ingayidefenda iFIFA World Cup. Ubukelile imidlalo lemibili yini lokuphikhile to Argentina?
Look, remember Argentina, it's one of the countries that boasts quite a lot of experience in this tournament, and they've got players like, I'm scared to mention Messi because it would look like everyone sings praises of Messi, and I'm not a big fan of Messi, but he does well for the country. But we cannot underestimate their experience. They've assembled a group of players that have what it takes to go through to. They've shown us what they're capable of, and the only thing that you can do is to undermine them at your own peril.
Okay,
for sure.
Ukhumbule ukuthi sishootha le podcast episode 27 Sportalk with GTZ, you subscriber nekungena ku YouTube. Namuhla sishuthela eSpa courtside kunema special. Mangabe you are a big fan of ama cornflakes, it's 70 rand 99. Mangabe ungilomunye lo tithanzela imayonnaise njengemngane wami, imayonnaise it's 39 rand 99. Super maize meal 10 kg 79 rand 99. So lokunye nalokunye sobe sikutshela ema special labanawo eSpa courtside. Siyaqhubeka ke ngekubuka iFIFA World Cup yango 2026. Let's talk about le live lengiligcokile, Portugal. Another goat tikwecembu lePortugal, Cristiano Ronaldo ushaye 2 goals itolo ipraise. Ina 4 points yaqala yadlala idraw neDR Congo ya 1-1. Akazange abane umdlalo omuhle Cristiano Ronaldo, kodwa ke itolo ubakhombile abantu labathi libhale kunyaka ukuthi kungani lokulanako le history lokubhalwa emlandweni wakhe kumsebenzele itolo. Icembu lePortugal lingene with a different approach itolo lakhombisa ukuthi akusana sikhathi kwamele baphakamise amakawosi.
Great team with a very good squad and a very good technical coach. First game it didn't do as much as probably the world expected, but there are so many factors that contributed to the poor performance on their first game. But just sometimes viewers in Makaya, they wouldn't look at all the aspects, but as analysts, that's our job to try and bring other factors that contribute to poor performance.
Bring them in.
So remember,
educate me.
Remember, Portugal, the engine of Portugal. Some of their players are playing for PSG.
Yes.
So they didn't have a rest off season. They were playing FIFA Club World Cup.
Okay.
Then they went throughout the season, they won the league. Then now they went all the way to play the Champions League.
Yeah.
So Bon Mendes, Bon Neves, all these guys, fatigue have kicked in. I'm sure you've seen even in the first game, the coach was able to take Mendes off because the legs were going around 68 minutes. So I think they took time to acclimatize to the weather in America. Then now coming back into a second game, I think that even the recovery and acclimatizing well to the situation, it made it easier for them to play with the right intensity. Because what I've observed, how they played when the first game against Congo, it was easier for Congo to block the lines because Portugal is a position-based team. But the reason why it was easier for Congo to block the lines because they were playing with a very, very low tempo. So, but on the game that they've played when they won 5-0 yesterday, the intensity was marvelous. So they were able to play at high intensity. So that tells you that they've climatized enough in terms of the climate, the weather conditions in America. And again, when you look at Portugal, when you look at if they advance, who are they going to face? They might face England. They might face Ghana, which are big task and a big ask. And for me, I think if they can beat England, they're going to become favorites.
Portugal mshika ngigcoke yona uyangibona nawe ukuthi ngimele kodwa I don't support iPortugal ngibukelela ibhola mina uthini ngeperformance yePortugal Cristiano Ronaldo shayela amabili tolo.
Yeah, GTZ, I think we need to appreciate the fact that Portugal, they seem to be coming up at the right time, showing the mental, what are they made of. He just spoke about the acclimatization,
yes,
and the level of fitness of the boys that are playing there, which to me, it tells you one thing, that their technical team, there's a good job that they are doing.
For sure.
It is important that you've got players that can still perform even when they are tired.
That level.
That's what we call in football, we call it the tough. It's technique under fatigue.
Yeah.
Once you've got players that possess that rare element in football, the TUF, tactic under fatigue, that means they can still give you what you want from them, albeit or in spite of the tactical situation or conditions that they need. You've got the best team. It means they are training, conditioning, reconditioning, acclimatization that is being done by the technical team. They are doing a superb job, and I won't be surprised if they go through.
For sure.
You won't be surprised. Khumbula mlaleli ukuthi sishutha namuhla eSpa courtside. So mangabe nawe ungilomunye lothanda litiya njenganyalo kusebusika uyashiba akhona ke ema-oma biscuits ke atholakala ngelinani leliphansi. You can get them nga 100 rand uthola ke libhokisi uhamba nalo. Mangabe nawe ungilomunye lotithandzela kuthi ungafaka ishukela ufake na ihani uyayithola ke ngemanani laphansi langa 120 rand. So besikutshela ke ngalokunye laba khona noma ke nalokunye labanako lapha eSpa. We are moving, gents. Thank you for those who are watching. Shout out to Spa, shout out to everyone. Sanibonani nonke right? Sanibonani nonke right? I thank you. Thank you babe. All right, asibuke iGhana bafowethu. There is a reason why ngifake iGhana kulamaqembu lengithe asiwabuke. Itolo badlala neEngland. Lo munye umuntu uthi ile FIFA seqala lo mkhuba wayo. Nyawathi umkhuba weFIFA. Someone once said to me, FIFA iba nemaqembu ayo lefuna kwaphusha. That incident, that was a penalty, yes. That was a penalty, a clear penalty. Let's talk about Ghana, Makati. Remember, Ghana is coach in a short space of time. Carlos Queiroz, who was in South Africa, a short space of time. And Kabang Neguti Ubena 2 months, Nana Tembulela. It all Mshiga, Udala Tembu, England, Ungena with a low block, Yam Sevendela, Yaz Opela 90 minutes.
Yeah, I think it's very much important to educate, if not reminding our viewers at home.
Yes.
Each and every performance in sport, it's a culmination of factors. And what is currently happening now, I'm not underestimating the influence of Coach Queiroz.
Yes.
But I'm giving credit to the teamwork which Ghana possesses. That's where factor 5 in coaching comes in, the social factor.
Yes.
He found those players, very few players that he brought in. He found 85% to 95% of those time. So those boys, they've developed an understanding amongst themselves. So now what he did especially, he respected their culture and he worked in accordance to their structure. He could simply read, this is what England wanted to do. They've got Kane, they've got this ball, they want to go wide and play the cutbacks. He told his fullbacks, his defense, rest a bit, wait for them, let them face you. He knew there was no way they could have penetrated them in between. He frustrated them. So credit should also go to Coach Queras, but to the Ghana players as well.
Thomas Tuchel, I know one of your friends is Chereche. Utsma Thomas Tuchel. Go press conference before Lomdalo. Ukulume ngelo block. He did expect that Ghana will play with a low block. Wabenza wakuluma nge physics, nge strength sabadlali baseGhana as an African. Ngalendlela bawondleke ngayo badlali baseGhana. Wakuluma nge transition of into engakayibonanga mhlawumbe basebenzela badlali baseGhana. Thomas Tuchel, according to you, you see ukuthi they are not willing to move. You are failing to crack that low block at Ghana. Yini bekafika kwena?
I think starting from what Tim Shigo was saying, credit to the squad of Ghana, because sometimes it's good to admit as a team that you cannot match England pound to pound, and the only way you can stand a chance to get a point or a win is to sit back and frustrate them. So I think in terms of Thomas Tuchel and the entire team in England, what they failed to do is to be patient. But you could see when they went to around 58 minutes, 68 minutes, they became so desperate. But within their disposal, they have players who are able to frustrate opponents in terms of 1v1 situations.
Yes.
There's this boy who's playing for Arsenal. I just forgot his name.
The one playing on the right, cutting inside.
Yeah. Mudiako is very good on 1v1 situations. So in such instances, you need players whereby a team is sitting too deep. If you try to go wide, you can't find the space. You want to play behind, you can't find the space. You want to play in between lines, you can't find the space. So in such situations, you need to find players who are going to give you the individual brilliance. Whereby now, if you can't penetrate, you can win free kicks in and around the 18-meter box. And England have got Harry Kane, who's very good in terms of technique and free kick specialist. So that could have worked in their favour. They've also got Rice from Arsenal, who's very good in terms of taking free kicks outside of the 18-meter box. So in my view, if you've tried all the technical acumen to try and break the team down, you have players who are good in terms of one-on-one situations. Your Rashford, for example, they are very good in one-on-one situations. Even Watkins, the striker from Aston Villa,
yes.
I would have brought him on probably as a 10, because now Bellingham was playing, trying to find space in between the lines. But Partey on the day, Thomas Partey was superb. Because was denying them the space behind. So Watkins for me was going to be very crucial. Rashford was going to be very crucial. And again, Mudiaka was going to be very, very, very crucial. Then within the place key that we're going to find outside the 18-meter box, Harry Kane was going to be one of your favorites to take that free kick. And again, Rice was going to be very crucial. But overall, credit must be given to Ghana, because that point for them, it goes a long way.
Let's talk about a team. Let's hand Kulu. France, 6 points, bahlule Senegal, babuya bayaphumelela nyalo. Kylian Mbappe again, uphefumula la ku Messi na Ronaldo. Uyibona njani France mshika? Can you say le France lena can go all the way iyofika kuma finals since iMaranas up?
Yeah, look GTZ, there is this say which I normally subscribe to, that you should.
You don't subscribe to the Sportalk.
I believe to.
You don't subscribe to the Sportalk.
Yes.
You subscribe to the say.
Exactly. Okay. That I believe in.
Okay.
That you should not show the palm of your hand if you are not ready to strike. That's the attitude of France. You will not see how are they going to beat you. They don't place their intention in public domain. Yes. But at the end of the day, they will grind results. Yeah. They will beat you. Yeah. So at this present moment, we've got very few people that can predict as to how France are they going to fare in the next match.
Yes.
But trust me, come the 90 minutes, France will become triumphant. So what I'm trying to say, they have always been a surprise package, and even in this tournament, they will be seen as a surprise package, and do not be surprised to see them competing against the best.
Shout out to Spa, courtside, for giving us this chance with the shooter and the Sportalk with GTZ. So banema specially Spa Snacks assorted 29 rand. So mangabe nawe ungulomuntu wakhula udiza. Sonela nami ma Pringles akhona, you can get them na 56 rand 99. So if mangabe wakhula udiza, but mangabe bongadizanga ngeke ukuqave lo uyaqava mshika lo.
No, non-diz.
Bongadizi.
Angidiz namanje.
Awuqava.
Tino
10. So you can come and get it la Spa courtside englas corner. Let's talk about Bafana. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, the big one.
Mangabe bakhona bonkulunkulu belibhola letinyawo if there is gods of football. Siyabacela namuhla ekseni noma kusasa ekseni ngo3. Mabaphakamise isandla bonkulunkulu belibhola letinyawo. Banikeze iningizimu Afrika impumelelo. We just wish Bafana can win. But how can Bafana win? They are playing against South Korea. A draw will send them home. A lose will send them home. South Korea, they have 3 points. A draw. Let's talk about South Korea before going to Bafana. According to you, will analyze
very, very strong team, but they are beatable at the same time. They play a 4-3-3, which at times when they are on attack, it looks like a 3-4-3. So, which means they are very aggressive on their attack. And their front three, when they are on position, they overload the central corridor, whereby the right and the left are going to invert a little bit inside, because they want to congest the central corridor. So which means Coach Hugo Bruce today, he needs to be very strategic in terms of how he limits them time and space within the central corridor, because their attack, they are very aggressive in that space. But again, so if a team is playing a 4-3-3 with wingers who occupy the central corridor, there are spaces which Bafana can occupy and be able to harm South Korea. It means their fullbacks are exposed. So which means Kulisi Mudau and Obri Modiba, they must make sure that they overload the wing side every time when they attack, because their captain won't be able to attack and track back and assist their fullback. He will only come halfway and stop, which means Obri Modiba must go all the way. Kulisi Mudau must go all the way. What I've seen them struggling against when they play against Mexico, they are very short. So in terms of crosses, set pieces, they are struggling. So if I was Coach Hugo Bruce, I'm going to start with Evidence Mahopa today because of the height. And also take a police to the right-hand side. And I'll explain why. Take Tapula Masego to the left-hand side. Because we want to frustrate them with the height of Mahopa. So if Apolis is on the right, it means we need crosses. If Masego is on the left, we need proper and direct crosses. So I think that's a space where, as a country, we will frustrate them. But the question is, will Coach Hugo Bruce be brave enough to say, Obri Modiba, Kulisi Mudau, can you overload the wing flanks and trust our two centre backs and our true 8 and 6 to deal with the central corridor? That's the big question. But overall, we have what it takes to win this game. Only if we can be brave, and only if we can believe in ourselves, and only if Coach Hugo Bruce can give them the license, the legal right to be explosive in our attack.
Maba Shatia, Abaya will analyze Altembu la say South Korea. They are saying the squad is anchored by a light European-based players. Their playing style focused heavily on rapid transaction and using the vision and pace to the star, the like of Son Pambil. Utsema uhlala phasi ubuka iSouth Korea. Nguphi la ubenelivalo khona washo ukuthi hey ingithusa amayenda so. Osaba nyoka lefi.
No, they're a good team.
Yeah.
They are a good team, but just like what Coach just said, they are beatable. But what you need to expect from them, they've got a tradition or a culture of applying a high-line defense.
Yeah.
And once you play a team that always believes in a high-line defense, they're telling you that they are not scared to track back when you attack them.
Yes.
They've got the necessary speed to recover. But at the same time, they don't have history of going up with their outlets or wingers. So they don't play in half spaces. They play central. And then they rely on their pole, which is Song. Feeding him with the first ball, he delays them, he waits until they join in. Now, how must we defend them? We need to make it a point that we apply the rest defense. Not necessarily a low block, we must also leave space for Rowan Williams to at least see what is happening just right in front of us. But what we need to do, we should not allow Song to drift in and then you follow him, because he'll be dislocating you or at least migrating you from your original position as a fullback, as a centre back rather.
Yes.
And then once you follow him, you tuck inside with him, he will break one line. Second line, he receives the ball, he turns. Once he faces forward, they've got speed and you won't recover. So the best thing, let's just accept that we're not going up today, especially our centre backs today. They need to be careful of that. How are we then going to break them? The best way to crack a team that applies such a high line defense is to start building maybe from the back, 1-2 touch it, and then we hit the balls on the diagonal, hoping for the speed of either Reynard. But we should never make a mistake of leaving either Mahopa, that guy for Burnley, Lil Foster.
Yes.
Because in terms of the aerial jewels, they will be found wanting today.
Yeah.
So you expect either Mudau or Mudib. But we should not make a mistake of trying to go up with two fullbacks. Yeah. If Mugao goes this side, at least Modiba should apply a rest defense. So crosses, cutbacks will be the solution for us. Can we then, if maybe we fail to crack them from wide or in half spaces, can we play them in the mid? The answer is yes. We've got Apolis, we've got Yomfukeng, we've got Mosek. We can get 1, 2, 3 touches and knock them.
Speaking about how dangerous they can be, I think it's a challenge, Noma, not specifically a challenge, maybe a worry for South Africa, because you don't have your Tebuko Mkwena, you don't have the conductor of the team, even the coach of Bafana, Hugo Bruce. He did mention the Bungabikona, Wamkwena, how will affect the team, but he also said he trusts the other guys, the soldiers that will do the job, the conductor of the team. You are looking at that central defense where Mkwena is missing, and now you are having a Kang In Lee, Dr. Tembu and the PSG. Yebo to go PSG, abakamniketi imidlalo leminyenti. Kodwa-ke kulela Tembu elase Korea, it's one of their stars. Kang Lee, he's playing just behind Son. Udlala njenge false number 9. Take nothing away. He is creative, he has a speed, he has a skill. That's where Mokwena will be missing tomorrow morning, in the morning at 3 a.m.
I don't think it will affect us in that regard, because if you look at the previous game where we played against Czech Republic, we had Mkwena and Mbata. And Coach Hugo Bruce was smart enough to identify that Mkwena already has a yellow card.
Yes.
And he'll be suspended in the next game. Then he shifted Mkwena to become an 8, a box-to-box. Then he allowed Mbata to play as a 6. That was a psychological preparation for him to say, probably in the next game I'll need you to play as a tip 6. And again, looking at Pablo de Santos when they were playing Champions League, first leg and second leg, Mokwena was playing as an 8 and Adams was playing as a 6. So I don't think we're going to struggle as much, because in Mbata you do have a 6 and an 8. In Adams you also do have a 6 and an 8. But I want to go back to what Umshiga was alluding earlier, a very good technical analysis,
yes,
where he spoke about Song coming in and asking the question that will our defense be tactically disciplined? Hence I said they wanna overload the central corridor. So the most important thing is for our defense to be disciplined in terms of not following players when they go in. So if their left striker goes inside and Song as well as the right striker comes inside, do our fullbacks fall or do they remain? So that's where communication comes in.
Yes.
So Williams' leadership must be proper. Mbogazi as well must be proper in terms of bringing leadership to ensure that we don't shift our position, because when you open those lines on the wing side, that's why they're going to harm us with speed. But if technically defensive, we're going to stick on our defensive line, believe you me, we're going to frustrate them.
Okay, liyavakala point la makhathi uthi maybe a worry factor yamkwena ngeke isinike inkinga kangaka. You are Hugo Bruce. As we talk right now, Spa court side, last corner. Mkwena is not playing. Who are you choosing to play in that position? You have your Stole, he's back. You have your Mbata, you have your Jaden Adams. Ngivela abanye nje bathi akufaka uMbokazi awudlala number 6 ngathi madoda. Ekusasekuthi ukuthi ibhola la. Who would you choose Mchika to play that position? Ngidlala elibanana lase Spal fresh.
Yeah, GTZ and the viewers at home. Sometimes certain situation will compel you to work with what you have.
For sure.
They say you must make wine with the grapes that you have, unfortunately. Look, we've got Mbata, I'm not scared.
Yeah.
And maybe, I know a lot of viewers won't like what I say, but
yes,
maybe it could be a blessing in disguise that we don't have Mukwena today.
What?
Why am I saying so?
Yes.
Game management. Mokoena, once the tempo of the game and the intensity gets high, he normally gets like overwhelmed in terms of maintaining his coolness.
Always gets a yellow card.
Go and do your stats. You will see that most of the yellow cards which Mokoena got,
A lot of pressure.
it was because of pressure.
He's a soldier. He said himself.
He is a soldier, but
He
then
said
as
himself,
a soldier that won't show up when he's needed the most, I will raise that soldier. I will go with Mbata in that position. What does he possess? His calmness, and he also has the right foot, the same one as well in terms of playing the set pieces. He can also strike the ball with the great precision. So I'm okay with Mbata.
On that 6.
I'm okay with Mbata.
On the 6.
Most definitely.
I'm
I'm
okay
okay
with
with Bata
Bata.
or Adams, both of them.
Especially Mbata.
Yeah. But I think I'll prefer Bata because he can control the tempo of the game. He can able to connect from defense to attack. In terms
But he
of
doesn't have the physiques.
No. Remember, you're playing against Korea.
what physique are you talking
You're playing
about?
against
The
Korea.
physiques of Mkwena, the physiques
No,
of
no,
Endota
It's
siyasipana.
not, yes,
can
in
bite.
terms of grinding, that I understand. But
Yes.
remember, pound to pound physical with the Koreans, you're playing against the guys that are
Similar
not
to us.
physically
Yeah.
superior in terms of us. And still Mbata, when you look at him, I can tell he'll be the tallest player on the field.
Okay, why not play his tall?
Stolle,
Yeah.
his confidence is down.
His confidence
His
is down.
confidence is
And
down.
I
You
think he's back.
can't take that risk.
He's back. One game
Even if, but the confidence is down.
is down.
Yeah, you can't risk.
You won't play him.
No.
No.
You won't play him.
For me, it's Bata and Adams.
Yeah.
It's better and Adams.
Yeah. I
Okay.
only brings Tole for game management. You know, I leading 1-0 around the 88th minute as game management.
The height and everything.
Yeah. But knowing Hugo Bros,
Yeah.
who's starting?
I won't be surprised. If I was a coach, I was going to play his tall. I'll tell you one day why I was going to play his tall, but I was going to play his tall. I know what you are bringing, she had the confidence. Maybe this is the game that can bring his confidence. I'm just saying. Okay. Sise Spa. So, Spa courtside. Uyatitfolela lama coupons lawa. Nga 99 rand each. So, mangabe tikola tivaliwe, Bafana, they can have ama wheat bigs. Ngelinani leliphansi, it's only 53 rand. So make it a point, mangabe you are around the Mbombela. Leave all the shops that are around Mbombela and come straight at Spa courtside. Utotfola emanani elaphansi. So I'm being told, Grootman, utsemalini la?
25 for 2.
25 rand for 2. Baked beans in tomato sauce, 25 rand for 2. Maybe yomele ngiphathele umndeni mangiphuma la. So asikhulumeni ke madoda. Ngicela before nisho i-first lineup yenu libe ngafisa Hugo Bruce hambe ngayo. Do you see Bafana winning tomorrow morning?
To be honest, I want them to win. But I don't see them winning. But to be honest, I really want them to win.
Nguvu.
As an
To
analyst,
be honest, you want them to win, but you don't see them
can
winning.
I explain?
Don't waste time. Bafana will go through.
Sorry?
Bafana will go through. Never mind the formula of how they're going to achieve it, but Bafana will go through.
Okay, when you were saying Bafana is winning,
We'll go through.
okay, Curtis, you so wish they can win, but you don't see them winning.
Yeah, in terms of being an analysis, I think it might be a good draw.
A good
But I
draw.
want them to. I wish they can win.
The
I
draw
want
will
to
out.
use his anointing, his confidence, and say Bafana is going to win. But I don't see it happening.
Okay, starting 11, Mshika. Nsiphi lobo ngaqonza ngaso i-South Korea.
Sometimes it's not about the starting 11, but how the
attitude.
coach puts his tactical approach forward.
Yes.
One thing that we should not do is to underestimate the strength of the South Koreans. They are quick in terms of agility. But Jiga Konala, I understand. Before you know it, they play the ball behind you. So it's about maintaining game management, especially the first 10 minutes. Discipline.
So according to analysts, guys, you both agree that Mfuken must start tonight, tomorrow morning. Mfuken, should the coach bring Mfuken?
I wouldn't bring him Mfuken. Mfuken should always be brought as a surprise package. He is a game changer than a starter.
So you wouldn't bring Mfuken?
I will just bring him as a surprise package.
You would start with Mfuken?
On the game tomorrow morning?
Yes.
Most definitely. You need your best weapons to make sure that you conquer at war. So he's amongst our strong arsenals.
Mahopa, Frosla, Pambili, who's the other guy named Mamelodi Sundowns?
Reyners.
Reyners. You have 3 strikers. One must play.
I'll prefer Mahoba because of the height. Like I'm telling you, against Mexico, South Korea was struggling in terms of crosses.
So you'll play Mafoko.
Because of that.
And then the instruction will be throw everything high.
High.
So Mahopa.
Then also our 10 must always be closer for second balls. In case he doesn't win the first ball, second balls must be closer.
That's
and also
that's
he spoke
for
yes, and also spoke of Mbata in terms of long range shots. If you're gonna play as an 8, you're gonna be very, very crucial in terms of taking those shots.
Three strikers.
I will start with Frosler and Reyners. Reyners for one reason. They are applying a high line. So there is space behind them.
Okay.
Then if Mbata receives the ball, stretches wide on the what you call, you need a player with speed. And you can't leave Reyners alone. And then as for Frosler, we need to play him as a wall. He will take care of the big of the high balls and play the second ball. So I will go with Frosler and Reyners. But Reyners, I want him to rose around the flanks.
So you are saying Mbata must start?
Yes.
And play with Adams?
Yeah.
And then you have your Apollos and Maseko?
Yes. And then you've got Frosler, and just behind Frosler or just in front of Frosler, you've got Reyners who will play as a rover. He will take care of the gaps that the South Korean will leave when they apply their high line.
Okay, so Vile Mbugeli, hey, to be Spinzile nazo namachalao. Coach Makati is saying, hey, I will bring Mfukeng immediately, Mchan. And then Mshika is saying, hey, Mfukeng must come out as a surprise package. So, Bafana yadlala kusasa. We just wish Bafana all the best, and hopefully we'll come again here at Spa courtside and celebrate the victory of Bafana because it's phatheke kahle la eSpa. Let me get some few T70 as a Spa just to come and wish Bafana a best of luck. Some few, can I have some few Rodmane? Can I have some few to wish Bafana a best luck since they are playing tomorrow against South Korea. My brother, you can come yourself with a prediction. Just introduce, come this side. And come closer to the mic. Just introduce yourself and give me a prediction.
My name is Joseph Bia, the chairperson of constituency in Courtside. Yes, my prediction, Bafana is going to win 2-1.
Nice one.
Okay, Bafana is winning 2-1 according to the prediction of Babe Bubabupia. Which Bafana is winning. Come this side. Can you come this side? Don't be afraid of the camera. We are shooting. We are doing it live. Abosi Sabahle. Naputo o handsome. Rodmane picture. Nasi staff sako before staff sako siwishele Bafana. What can you say, my brother, about Ikemi Aksasa, and what can you say about us giving us the chance to do the sport talk here?
Okay, first of all, being the way you analyze our corner, it shows you've got the background in soccer and you understand what we're talking about. And as Courtside Spa, we really appreciate what you guys were doing today, and we wish you would see in the next game, Bafana Maidala, because I believe and I've got faith we can do something tomorrow morning at 3 o'clock. That's why as a Courtside Spa we're saying
Viva Bafana, Viva! Tango siyabonga Sport Talk with GTZ. Sifuna kubonga ku Spa courtside nokusiniketa leli thuba lokuthi sishuthe namuhla. Sithandazele Bafana. We really appreciate to the management of Spa. Siyabonga tandla tethu tindlula inhloko. Hopefully we'll come again. Siyabonga Spa. Thank you so much. Thank you. We out. We love you. God bless you. Good night and good evening. Done.
GTZ General Tatazonke.